This is Jeff Mucci with RCR Wireless News, and we're here at CTIA with Ken Denman, CEO of Openwave. Thanks for joining us.
Jeff, thank you. Good to be here.
For the past year or so, we've talked to a number of your folks about some of the video optimization that you've been doing. Today, I'd like to spend a little time talking about your HTML5 product and what you're doing in the app business. So I'd like to start out by asking, a few years ago, I know you sold your browser business.
Yes.
Recently, you've been beating the drum about HTML5 and the browser web-based business. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure thing. Would happy to. Well, we really foresaw that down the road, and we're kind of there, is that the web was going to be increasingly powerful and sort of an important way for people to access content and apps going forward. And so where we've come to using our mediation platform is we've developed a product we call Implicity. And Implicity is a browser-based development platform based largely on HTML5 and the direction that the market is headed, moving from WebKit to HTML5. And using the HTML5 browser that's in most smart devices these days as a way forward for developers to reach across OS and across a form factor. Well, specifically, one of the major problems that carriers have is that they're looking for a way to sort of participate in the monetization of the ecosystem. And we believe one of the best ways for them to do that is to leverage the data and the information they have crossing their networks and make that available and accessible to application developers and content providers and advertisers. We've leveraged our mediation platform to provide a methodology using the APIs that we've created via Implicity to provide a developer's application platform, a developer's platform where application providers, content developers, and ad developers can actually write and build software to the mediation platform and to Implicity specifically. So the major value for operators of Implicity is it gives them a way to participate in this ecosystem, leveraging standards-based APIs and doing so on a developer's platform that is founded in HTML5. By touching the watermark, we get access to a range of applications that providers and or other developers have built and made available to subscribers. And these applications do things like allow for a gas gauge, if you will, a metered approach to understanding how much usage you have available in your plan that's available to you all the time, in real time. So you actually understand how much more gas or how much more of your revenue is available in your plan. The long-term vision from our perspective and from the operator customers that we've spoken to, obviously Sprint's our first customer, we have several more in the pipeline, and we're really getting a lot of traction. But where we're headed is that we believe we have the opportunity to give operators around the world a methodology for participating in the revenue stream that they are not playing in, which is the over-the-top revenues. This is a way for them to provide unique information and capability to the other participants in the ecosystem and thereby garner a portion of that revenue stream that's going around them today. So that's fundamentally what's at the core of the strategy.